But
I'll also show you something funny since we're talking about this. This is a good point because if people are watching this, they're still interested. I'll be right back.
This is Caleb commenting. I'm going to show you something funny. So this is a bazooka.
Dude, he has like some of the when I went to his house in Texas, bro, he's got like, I'm surprised in Texas you can pick up in like a 50 BMG from the hardware store. Like the fucking hardware store, dog. Like okay, so I walk into like his gun cabinet and it's just like this fucking turret. Like a fucking turret is sitting there.
Yeah, he has a turret.
I'm just like, what the You're like, why? And you know, he's just, you know, I think it's just a Texan thing, man. They love those guns.
All right, so
I was telling them about the turret that I saw at your house.
The
turret. Yeah.
that's basically. So I have a machine gun, a 50 caliber machine gun that is semi-automatic.
That's wild.
Fully automatic part of the gun has been removed, but so since that's the case, it's semi-automatic. It is technically a rifle, so it's like a hunting rifle. The same. So check this out, though. This is a suppressor, right? This does nothing. Like realistically, it does nothing. And if I were to have this and an ounce of weed in Texas, I'd go to jail for 20 years. All right. So these are not constitutionally legal. These are not
Caleb,
a right
are we
to
gonna
own.
be able to? Did you look off topic? Did you look up that Temu video idea that I was talking about?
Temu video idea?
So we were gonna buy suppressors off Temu and like review
You can't do it. Very illegal. Yeah.
That man.
Solvent. So this right here, this is legal, right?
Yeah.
This firearm is legal. This is a 12.5 inch 5.56. Mm-hmm. This right here there's supposed to be a stock that goes on there. So recently, these became illegal. This stock that's like a brace, right?
Uh-huh.
This is illegal because it's technically a short-barreled rifle. So if I were to put this on there, it would be a crime, a federal crime. But if I go like this, if I pop these little pins out, and then I take this, and I put it on there.
I love that you're on the podcast today, Caleb.
I love how
this is not a crime. This is not a crime. But if I were to put these together, it's 20 years in jail.
What?
And so this is an SBR technically, right?
Uh-huh.
If I were to combine these, it's an SBR.
Okay.
Before 90 days ago, it wasn't an SBR. It was a pistol because this is not a real stock.
Uh-huh.
So like the gun rights truly like. There's nothing really common sense about gun rights or gun
ban
control.
list getting updated. Like, why do they update these laws just randomly and they'll arrest you?
To make it more difficult for people to own firearms, to make it more confusing, to make it more daunting, they banned that because they say that it's they're subverting laws because the SBRs were banned along with suppressors because they're short. I don't know why they banned SBRs in the first place, because a pistol is less effective than a rifle. So like if that same gun was 16 inches long, it would not be illegal. If it was 3 inches longer, it would be legal. If it's 3 inches longer, it's more effective. But for some reason, under 16 inches, it's more dangerous or something, and it becomes a controlled thing. I really don't know the reason behind the laws. There is very little reason, it seems, behind the laws, in my opinion.
Because that's like
And
on
a
the
lot of people's
Uzis.
opinions.
If it had the, if it had like the thing that kind of digs into your arm right there, that's the illegal.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
Same
okay,
thing.
Yeah. Same thing.
Yeah.
Like if I had a pistol with that, that would be illegal.
Yeah, that would technically be a short-barreled rifle, and you'd go right to jail.
That's because it's also illegal to have like a chopped off shotgun.
Yeah, like a short barrel.
Yeah.
That is the only way you can cut down a shotgun is if it has no stock. It has to be a pistol. So
Dude, I swear to God, bro, this is like it's so wild.
That's
like
so interesting.
It almost feels like you have to hire somebody as a separate job to own.
also, when I got this gun, it had a vertical foregrip. That's illegal. You can't have a vertical foregrip on a pistol.
So can you sell the vertical grip on a private sale, or is it just like this thing's banned all over? You can't sell it. If you have one, just keep it. Right?
Do I say it again?
What'd you say? You cut out a little
I
bit.
just cut out.
Yeah, you cut out.
So with that vertical foregrip, is that something where you can't even buy it in the store? You can't even buy it private sale. You can't even Is it like that, or is it like,
No.
oh, if you already own it, just keep it, it's fine, but you can't use it anymore? Right?
You can buy it on Amazon.
I love
It's
how,
just
like,
when you combine, there's like it's a point system. They have like this weird point system. It's really, really, really stupid. I'll show you another
fucking
example.
Call of Duty create a clash. This is what I love about this show, man. We started off talking about the intricacies of the copyright system, FouseyTube, and now I'm actually like legitimately learning about these fucking
know,
gun laws and how
I'm like-
they are. This is why I love Caleb. Like he
Dude.
owns so many of these, and he has to like navigate this fucking minefield of laws. I almost feel like he has a lawyer for this shit specifically. Oh, that shotgun has the best story. I need to tell this shotgun story. I need
Okay.
to tell the story before you talk about this.
Okay, go ahead.
This motherfucker has a clown circus level amount of shotgun shells ready to go. I remember I saw this shotgun in his bedroom. I picked this up. By the way, conveniently it's sitting next to a fucking M1911 with the magazine removed. I was like I picked the shotgun up. I'm like, he's just sitting there, by the way. And then he grabs it immediately out of my hand. He's just like pumping the shells out. And I'm just like looking there. Me and Jen both are like, okay, this is like halfway through. We're like, all right, enough. He's like, dude, I'm ready if somebody breaks the fucking. I don't give a fuck.
It's just like there's 9. They can hold 9.
He's ready to go. Fucking shotgun was begging.
So this shotgun is technically legal, but when I bought it, if I were to buy this shotgun from Italy in this, because it's a Benelli, it's made in Italy. If I were to buy this from Italy, it would be illegal in this state. So in the current state that it's in, because it's like I don't really know, it's like the 971 or some dumb shit like that. It has to have at least 3 American-made parts on it.
I love America.
What I did is I got a trigger made in America. Okay, a trigger made in America. A safety assembly made in America.
Let's go.
And then this bolt latch was made in America. And now
It's legal.
it's a $6,000 shotgun that requires a special tax to import.
Wait, so this is to bring it in? Or this is
to
you
just-
could bring in the gun, but if you want to shoot it at the range, it's got to have the 3 American parts? Or
No, I
For
think
it
it's
to be
just
even
to be
legal
in the
to-
country.
For it to be legal, it's like, yeah. It makes no sense at all. It truly is just they're trying to make murky water so people don't want to buy firearms because they're scared of going to jail.
So Benelli, they're in Italy, so they have to
Yeah.
make their gun, and then they're like, oh, for the American exports, we have to buy
And you-
parts from America, put them on the gun, and then
Yeah.
we could send them, right?
You wonder why Caleb doesn't have stalkers. Yeah, right.
Yeah, dude. Come on, stalkers. Come on over. Come on over. There's 5 people in my house, and we all have arsenals.
My God.
Okay, that almost sounds like the weirdest tariff laws that I've ever heard. It's like,
It
that
is.
gun is illegal, but if you want it to come in, replace the trigger with one made.
Yeah.
What the
It's like it has to be a hunting rifle, or I forget. I don't really know the laws. And by the way, all the people that I know, by the way, that don't live in my home, we all follow laws very closely, and we read that we're take it very seriously,
Hell yeah.
genuinely. But a lot of the people that I know don't. They just are like, we don't fucking care. And anyone who actually is going to come and knock on the door, they're going to understand. Because it's like no one's gonna go to jail over not having 3 American parts. Like it's just truly they're trying to make it. They try to make it more difficult because they can't change it the way that they want to change it.
That definitely
So, I
sounds
don't
like
know.
some American gun manufacturer
It
like
is.
lobbying, where they're like, no, well, if we want to import guns, it's got to have 3 American parts because they can't
Yeah.
take away from our
It
business.
almost sounds like the competitor to Benelli is like, wait a minute, we don't want our shotguns to be outclassed. Wait the
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah,
That
man.
is
The
so
entire
dirty.
Best shotgun in the world.
society is controlled by
Best shotgun
big
in the
shotgun.
world.
That's a badass
Big
shot. That's
shotgun out here.
It's
awesome.
So that one's the M4.
That is the Benelli M4, yes sir.
I
That's
want
like
one like
fucking
that. The
tactical,
thing
ready
is
to
sick.
fucking go,
It's
dude.
cool as.
You have an
Cool as fuck. I
AK-47
love
in
it.
your place too, right? Like you have the classic Kalashnikov? No or no?
Of course.
Of course.
Like, are there
Of course.
special laws in owning an AK
course.
now too? Because you bought a Russian firearm? What the?
The only AK that I own is a
Russian
AK-9.
firearms are okay, but you're
Okay.
only allowed to shoot communists.
Yeah, and it is from Kalashnikov USA, so it's like it is an American-made Kalashnikov. They have their own American
Triggers.
Yeah, but it's an SBR, so it has a tax stamp. It's like it's a very controlled weapon.
So is
And I love it. I love it.
Is the ATF agent with you because you have so many firearms, or is it because of what kind of firearms those are?
The ATF agent is with me because I sought counsel from the ATF for advice on how to follow laws properly.
Because you really know your shit when you're like, there's got to be 3 American parts for this thing to be legal.
Yeah.
Like, you are on
I
fire.
take it very
like,
seriously.
I assume,
Yeah.
like, is it like when you want to buy a certain firearm, you like text your like ATF guy? It's like, let's buy the Bernelli M4. It's like, oh wait, hold on, before you import that, you gotta make sure you have 3 parts on there. Now, by the way, these are the 3 parts.
You got any connects on the
And
shotgun?
that is what Caleb calls a trigger warning.
I don't think
Trigger
you can
warning.
get that shotgun in California, bro.
No. I don't
Because
think
that's
so,
like
no.
the John Wick gun, right?
Yeah, John Wick. Yeah.
Yeah, the catacombs when he's like blowing people away, like to
Dude,
left and right and shit.
it feels like that. It hurts when you shoot it. It's just so
It's got that much of a
so
kick on it?
angry. Oh, it's just mad.
I need to
That's a
come
really
out.
mad
I
weapon.
need to come out and shoot with you guys. But my
Please do.
problem is, I don't know if I can bring my guns across the border.
Probably not.
Yeah, don't do
Because I was
that,
like,
please.
I know Donut asked me, it's like, hey, you want to come shooting in San Antonio? I'm like, I do. I want to bring my firearms, but then I'm like, oh, man, bringing a gun. Like, it's hard enough bringing it to a gun range here, and I'm like, shit, bringing them to the United States. No.
No,
I'm
I
sure I
think
can just
Caleb has
rent
you
whatever
covered.
I have there, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Or you could
would you
shoot-
guys like to see one
Yes.
final juxtaposition, one final example of how
Yes.
crazy all this is? All right, I'll be right back. This is a really
Dude,
wild
Caleb
one.
is on his shit.
When Caleb starts
he's about-
IRL streaming, the world is gonna end.
Dude, he's about to come back with a fucking Terminator minigun. It's like, anyways, this is kind
Anyways,
of
they
illegal,
based
but
the
what
video
makes it-
game Doom
He's like,
Eternal off this
This
guy.
is a real grenade. But I'm going to...
This is
You
a
just-
real pineapple from Vietnam, but
Yeah.
what makes this legal now is the difference in
You
the
see, the
same
pin is
chemistry.
American, so the moment I pull the pin,
Oh,
it
shit,
becomes
just cut
illegal.
out.
And then I
Dude,
die.
actually, that's so funny. Like in the States, it's like there's so many guns. Like, oh my god, he's brought the fucking briefcase out, dude. What the?
Okay, so
You got
this
the briefcase out, bro.
Oh, that thing.
This is a Dragoon pistol.
Just like
Or
your
it's a
hat.
Colt Walker. It's just pre-Dragoon. This can kill people, but I can just buy this online and have it sent to my door because it's so old and worthless. Yeah, it is literally a 44. I forget. I haven't shot it, but it's a gigantic fucking pistol that was made to I don't know.
Kill people, probably.
So
Shoot elephants?
is the law behind that like, oh, because it was made before this certain year, you could just order it online and it's considered like an antique gun at that point? Or what is it?
The law behind this is that it's a black powder pistol and it doesn't use a singular cartridge, so you have to actually load it yourself, which doesn't take that long. And I could have 4 of these, by the way, just on my body and then have fucking 36 shots. I could be ready to go with just 4.
Like
but
in Assassin's
So-
Creed.
so is it like
4,
a-
Wait, so I'm sure you can't.
So is it like a
conceal
revolver?
Carry
yeah, it is
right?
a revolver.
Oh
What's
my
that?
god, what is in
It-
there?
and then you put in the-
RPG-7, watch this. I'm telling you, dude.
It's not an RPG.
There's a body in there.
He's got like an intervention rifle from like Modern Warfare 2 ready to go.
That's a little closer.
He's got a bare
Okay.
50 cal.
Oh my god.
All right.
Oh,
Look at
Okay,
the
so
scope on that.
this this
Bro.
is a like, okay, so this right here is a sniper rifle. And remember that little short pistol that I was talking about, how it's
Yeah,
illegal
yeah.
if I put the stock on? So this can shoot people and probably has shot people from, it's a 300 Winchester Magnum, so the bullet's f***ing massive. This can shoot people from, I don't know, a mile, a half mile minimum, like so far away. And by the way, this here, it's still in jail, but it comes with a suppressor. That's why the barrel looks funny, because there's a giant
Caleb, I
18-inch
just wanna
suppressor.
ask, is this a sniper rifle that like terrorists like you're just like a terrorist sitting out there talking in like Afghanistan to your buddy. You hear a little like bang in the distance, then you're dead a second later. That's the rifle, right?
This is a legitimate, actual, real SOCOM sniper rifle that was used in the military, as you can tell by the serial numbers being scraped off this $5,000 Schmidt & Bender scope.
Oh, it's illegal if we do
That thing
it.
is
It's illegal
nuts,
if we
dude.
do it, but the U.S. military is like, no,
I just bought it. I didn't ask for it to be done.
What the fuck?
I just bought
So,
it.
so when you said it's still in jail, what did you mean by
The
that?
suppressor for this gun specifically is in jail for 9. It takes about 9 months. It's been 8. So
To actually take that gun out to the range?
to take the suppressor from the gun, like I bought this gun, the gun showed up and they were like, okay, you can have the gun, but we got to take the suppressor.
Oh, so they have the suppressor.
Yeah.
The ATF has it, and then they send it back to you?
A gun store has it in a jail.
A gun store has it,
Yeah.
okay.
Bro,
So
that,
what's like the story behind that? Did you get it at like a show, or
So
how do you even get something like
There was
that?
this
This guy I
that
know-
was about a mile away, and Caleb was like, "No."
No, there's a fella I know that I've known for a while who, let's just say, he needed to liquidate some assets.
Uh-huh.
And
Like his employees'
in doing
assets,
in
or-
doing some assets of liquidation, he sold me a lot of stuff, and I now have a lot of cool stuff.
was this man in
very
the
cheap.
U.S. military or something?
It seems that way. It's starting to seem that way, to be honest.
I don't know, but
Yeah. Yeah,
Was it
I
like
was-
the guy that whacked Bin Laden or some shit?
Dude, Robert, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say this shot Osama, but it's not true. That wouldn't be true. But the the fucking how crazy that gun is I showed that to a real life a team guy, I guess, a spec ops guy, and he was like, "Where'd you get that at?"
Yeah.
And I was like,
He's like, wait a minute, are you like Delta Force or something? Like, what the?
"Where did you get that, mister?" Also, the crate that it's in has like been all over the world too, which is pretty cool.
I feel like that gun
Anyways.
is haunted, bro.
That is so sick.
I feel like the gun has to be
Oh, yeah.
haunted. I feel like you should do like a
yeah.
paranormal investigation and just like EMF that bitch. I feel
Oh yeah,
like,
that thing's haunted.
I feel like
So,
there's some
let's-
fucking ghosts in there. Go ahead.
On that gun, if I wanted to buy it brand new, it's impossible. There's no way.
You can
It would have-
you can find those. I always mix them up. It's a Mark 13. I think it's a Mark 13 Mod 0. I don't remember exactly, but they are around. You can get them, but you will not be able to get one with the scope, with the whole kit that's on that gun. That is a true Spec Ops. Like that is the only reason to have that specific setup would be to perform in the military. That's the only reason why.
Basically, kill someone. Like,
From a very long ways away.
So was that scope so crazy that you couldn't even buy it, or is it just that it's just not even something really? It's only like government use only that they make it and sell it to, or
It's like there's such a small demand in the for civilians. It's just not really. You can surely buy it, but it's not illegal to buy it. Nothing is illegal here to buy. It's all legal to
Okay.
buy. It's just
do you ever,
hard to
do you
find.
ever feel like even if it's not illegal to buy, do you ever feel
so
like there's a
sick.
fucking black van outside your house, wondering why the fuck is this guy buying this kit that's specifically designed to kill dudes from a mile away? You know.
I don't have a level of paranoia. I feel like that I should have, probably because I do like communicate so clearly and like I don't hide anything, nothing at all.
Yep.
So I feel like I don't know. It just I'm not sure. It just seems.
I feel like owning that gun, if like a fucking murder happened 50 miles away from you, or a dude got whacked like in the head, the first person they would be coming to is you. Like I feel like if they looked
Yeah.
at the registry, it's like the only guy with the capability of Navy SEAL level destruction is Caleb.
Yeah, that thing is awesome. It's really cool. It's fun to
it
shoot
looks
too.
like the
I pray
American
this
Sniper,
podcast
that
episode
movie.
is never played in court. Oh my god.
Oh no, dude.
Dude, I just love the fact that like there's I've learned about so many laws. This last portion of the podcast has been like my fucking favorite out of like any episode we've done, because we started this whole thing off where the bit was he showed your
was
super
slow.
long
Alright.
pistol, right? He shows like super long like
Oh, yeah,
pistol in
yeah.
the beginning.
Yeah.
And after all these episodes, Caleb has shown me a rifle that literally would only belong to a fucking Delta Force operator
Yeah.
in Syria, killing ISIS members in Raqqa or some
Dude,
shit.
this episode is wild too. It's like I think the moral of the story is do not stalk Vince Vintage.
I feel like Caleb, like you gotta make a video out of that gun, because I watch a lot of gun YouTubers and none of them have like shit as cool as what you've just shown me.
I know. I feel very fortunate to have like all this
none of those
insane
guys-
shit. Yeah.
Because like everybody that I watch is like, it's the same fucking assault rifle I've seen. It's the same
Yeah.
rifle.
Yeah.
Nobody
I've
has
got the
shown
new
me like
SIG.
that. I feel like the coolest video would, like, if you actually shot a target a mile away and saw it like f***ing hit like
Dude,
that.
when's that Mr. Beast level production? Hey guys, today we put a watermelon 1 mile away from my current location.
Today
That
we're
would
in
be funny.
Syria.
They're gonna bowl it in a terrorist's head, or else.
Dude, honestly, like, if YouTube didn't have a TOS, I'd love to, like, I would split half these to start a private military contracting firm and just do that. Like the Mr. Beast of taking down terrorists.
Oh my god.
Like,
Muda's real ambitions.
dude, my
Morally
real
ambiguous
ambition,
Mr. Beast.
If I had infinite, like, pools of money and, like, a PMC, I would hire Caleb and be like, listen, we're gonna get the DOD's, like, HVT list, and we're gonna go down it. Every single video is a banger production.
Hey guys, today we let 50 ISIS terrorists loose in this
Oh
park.
my god.
Whoever
Today's
gets
video
the
is
most
brought to
ISIS
you
terrorists.
Yeah, it's like today's video is brought to you by Temu. While they take 4 weeks to ship, this bullet takes 4 seconds to get to its target. Boom.
Today we're playing Russian roulette.
Today we're collabing with the Ghost of Kiev.
Dude, I feel like, honestly, like, in a different
Use
universe, that might actually
NordVPN
be...
to buy all this shit and not end up in jail.
Listen, with what we're talking about, I almost think that there might even be a YouTube channel for that somewhere. There has to be, like, a fucking Operator in the Wild channel. Somebody out there is, like,
yeah.
participating in war, dude. But,
So you don't have any like separate gun YouTube channel?
No, I genuinely love firearms. It's my favorite. That and guitars are my 2 favorite hobbies, easily.
one is very,
Honestly,
very
it's pretty
unregulated.
awesome.
The other one is, like, just laws of the ass.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of it is like, you see it sometimes with like YouTubers where it's like you get any kind of little hobby, and then you
have to
immediately start
incorporate
making
it into your
videos about
video.
it because you love it a lot,
Oh, dude.
and then it kind of becomes this job, and it kind of loses this whole
Right.
like I'm just doing this just for fun
Right.
aspect, which everyone needs that type of break.
Caleb,
But,
it inspires me.
it's
that I know
really cool,
that
man.
You're out there, you will come home with this massive
That's sick.
briefcase with a sniper rifle in it. You put it down, you turn to the camera, and you say, Jacksepticeye just said Mr. Beast is destroying YouTube! Oh my god, what did he mean by that?
That's what's so funny about, like, I feel like that's why I love YouTube so much. And people are like, what kind of content are you making? Like, I don't f***ing care what kind of content I'm making. I just like talking and talking to cool people and doing cool shit and watching. Like, I'm not one specific thing.